love cars. The communication between myself and the car is always very natural, nothing to hide. Being the car gives me the energy. I feel myself, and that's why I like it. I kind of grew up with cars, and the excitement of cars, I decided to join Toyota and start learning about the automobile from scratch. The more I learned about automobiles, the more I respect my name, and then the more responsibility to my name. When the quality issue happened, I said,
My name is on every car.
if the car is injured, it means me myself is injured. Toyota is such a big corporation. However, even the big corporation needs some kind of face, needs kind of character. That is my role, or I think that is my mission. I think one thing I admire about Europe is Europe has a long history of automobiles. There are many kinds of vehicles. And also, each company has kind of own story. And Toyota really wants to catch up. We're trying to make history more emotionally, more personally. From a customer point of view, design is the first impression. Toyota's vehicle is always good if someone uses 10 years. But this is not enough, because what the Toyota is trying to reach is emotional first impressions. What I'm trying to do is, at the first glance, wow, I like it. This is what I expect the customer reaction. That's why design is so important. I am a kind of a test driver. So the reason why I am trained this type of test driving, that's a kind of communication tool which I can talk to our engineers. I try to put the seasoning to the vehicles. I always tell myself I'm a last filter. If I don't like it, I am going to say I don't like it. If I like it, I will say I like it. Let's go. I think motorsports in Europe is very important. I also drive a new blueprint, 24 hours race as a driver. People always ask me, why do you participate in race? My answer is, I'm not a racer. Even I participate in race, my real reason is to make ever better cars. We have a hybrid racing team in Europe to help us to develop hybrid technology to make them even more fun to drive. That really helps our engineers. I had opportunity to show how to drift the car to the dealers. It's really fun to drift, to play with the cars.
Feel it. Staring backwards. So
I wish I have that kind of opportunity with all dealers. People expect my office is kind of very bureaucratic, nothing for fun. However, after they enter my office, they think, is this office? It seems like museum. I like it. This is my father, and this is his desk when he was a president. Presidential desk is now in Holland. And I am very, honored to have a chance to sit here. This is me, this is me, this is me again. This is a car which I drove last year. And here, it looks like a guitar. However, this is a car muffler. Everything here, to me, is treasure. I am most proud of people of Toyota, people who work in the Toyota Motor Corporation, people who are selling the automobile at the dealership. All those people, I am very proud of. Europe, last 4 years, all very tough years. However, those tough time is really for us to understand we can solve those kind of problems. So now we are ready to go forward. The European team is very energetic, very passionate. We are going to provide you much more exciting product, much more exciting marketing. This is a time for me to show you your decision to be with us, with Toyota is right decision. Let's work together. We are reborn to make a new Toyota now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the Toyota Motor Corporation, please welcome Akio Tойода.
Hello, Toyota Europe. You didn't think I was going to miss this, did you? What can I say? I like to make an entrance. This is the GT86 rally car, and we will be driving the race version of it at Nürburgring again this year. And out front, there is the TS030 from Toyota's hybrid racing team. I think if our customers can experience even a fraction of the excitement of their cars that we do in our race cars here in Europe, then we'll all be in the winner's circle for sure. As you saw in the video, I really enjoyed showing these dealers how to drift. And even though it will be impossible for me to get in a car with all of you, we try to come up with the next best thing. So I have a little surprise for you. If you reach underneath your seat, 5 of you will find a ticket. Go ahead and look, please. Do we have 5 winners? Looking like a treasure hunt. Oh, yes? Oh, great. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 1, 2. Oh, okay, great. It's great. Just after this meeting, I will meet the 5 of you for a special one-on-one session and show each of you how to drift a car. So, congratulations to our winners. I promise not to scare you, not too much anyway. Okay, time to get down to business. Can I have a little assistant, please? Thank you, Jennifer. How about this? Have a round of applause for our race cars. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by telling you how truly honored I am to be with you, all of you today. Since becoming president, this has been my first opportunity to stand before you and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support and patience through very challenging times. It is my sincere hope that my colleagues and I here today will convince you of our commitment, not only Toyota in Europe, but to your individual success. I believe that Europeans, more than anyone else, know what makes a car truly great, which means we at Toyota have to work even harder to gain their respect. You know better than anyone what your customers want, and your voice must be heard in everything we do, every decision we make. One of the first things I did as a president was to globally restructure all the regions. Didier now has a full responsibility for the European regions and is able to act independently from Japan. This means faster and better decision making for you and your market. The fantastic C crossover that Daniele showed you is just one result of that autonomy. A car that, as he mentioned, was developed, created, and will be manufactured right here in Europe. I only wish we had done it sooner. In this market, full of exceptional brands, we have to find ways to capitalize on what we do better than anybody else. We pioneered SUVs and hybrid technologies, and our leadership in these areas will only continue. It is only a matter of time before our European competitors fully embrace hybrid technologies. But we will always be ahead of them. And you have my commitment that our future hybrids will be fun to drive as well as fuel efficient. It is possible to have both, and I intend to make it so. I think our customers deserve cars that excite them, cars that are what I call wakudoki, which roughly translated means awesome. It is time for us to strive for more. And what you have seen here today is just the beginning. I had an opportunity to test drive our cars and many of the competitors' cars on some of the most challenging and exciting roads in Europe. Not to mention through some of its most congested. My goal is to understand firsthand what conditions cars must perform under in Europe. And you can be sure I will continue to personally involve myself with the development and testing of European products, if only as an excuse to come to Europe. Without questions, I want to grow your business. That is a priority. But even if we are not number one in sales or shares, I want to be the number one brand in Europe in the hearts and minds of our customers, and in the hearts and minds of you, our partners. I want our attitude to be that of a number one organization, because what I believe most of all is if you do the right thing, the money will follow. If we focus on building great cars and you focus on creating great customer experience, then success will naturally follow. In fact, let me share a story with you that will tell you something about what I believe in. There are 3 dentist offices in a row. One has a sign that says, best dentist in the world. The next has a sign that says, best dentist in the country. And the last has a sign that says, best dentist in the town. Now, with a show of hands, tell me, which one would you choose? How many of you would choose the best dentist in the world? How many would choose the best dentist in the country? Whoa. And how many pick the best dentist in the town? Oh. Okay. And how many would just not go to the dentist at all? Okay. Well, it is interesting to see the way you voted. Because personally, I would, like you, choose to go to the best dentist in the town. To me, it is not about size or being big or being number one. It is about taking care of each customer one by one, as if they're your neighbor. If we all aim to be the best in our towns, then we may well become the best in the world. What I want to achieve for all of us is steady, long-term, sustainable growth. I want to increase the value of your franchise, not just today, but tomorrow, and well into the future. I know that some of you may be somewhat unsure about your investment with Toyota or even with other franchises that you own. It has been a difficult time for our industry, but Toyota sales in Europe have already begun to recover at a much faster rate than the rest of the European automobile market. So I believe we are moving in the right directions. I know that when all of you were last together 6 years ago, promises were made, and in some cases, they are not always kept. But what you have seen and heard on this stage today is exactly what you will get in your showroom. That is my personal commitment. I also hope that you will give the new team that stands before you, including myself, the chance to earn your trust and your support. It is something I will work to achieve every day, because what I want most of all is that each and every one of you know how truly important you are to us, and that each of you, in the end, feels not just glad, but proud to own a Toyota dealership. I'm lucky enough to be the grandson of the founder of this company. I believe no other CEO of an automobile company today can say the same, even here in Europe. My hope, and that of my grandfather and my father after him, is that your Toyota dealership might be the one that stays in your family for generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have before us is an opportunity to chart a new course for Toyota Europe, to be everything we can and should be, to believe there is always a better way. We have enormous diversity in this room, different cultures, different languages, all of which must be celebrated. But we must also celebrate that which unites us, and that thing is Toyota. Together with you, our partners. Will make not just always better cars, but an always better future. So I invite you to join us. Join us in creating something here in Europe that we can all believe in, that we can all be proud of. And last but not least, let's have some fun. Thank you very much.
Let's go. This is nice. God, you can drive. Fantastic. Oh, come on, go. Big fun. Yes, yeah. Really good. Thank you very much. Fantastic.
Enjoy?
Enjoyed a
Very
lot.
good.
Fantastic.
Very good, very good.
Really fun.
Very good.
Alright.